In the next few minutes, I will share with you some of the reasons why we should save electricity. Some of the answers will open your eyes to the realities of what we are doing to our planet through our use of electricity. I will also try to show the impact this has on us and our children's well-being. 1. To save money. In any family budget, the cost of electricity and heating is one of the major lines. Most of us spend at least $1,000 every year on electricity. Therefore, it makes complete sense to try to control this cost. Otherwise, you will be spending money that would have been used on other useful things. $1,000 invested over time can translate into a lot of money in market value. I was reading somewhere that if one had invested $1,000 during the Amazon IPO in the 1990s, his investment would be worth about $1 million now. That is why I encourage everyone to try to seriously consider investing a little something in stocks. There are so many apps out there that people use to buy stocks. I have listed a few of those in a video about the best money-making apps. As you can see, there is a better use of cash than spending it all on electricity. Therefore, it is important for all of us to try to find ways to cut our electricity and heating bills. 2. To save the environment. Did you know that most of the electricity produced in the United States is from non-renewable resources? I have read somewhere where it says that not long ago, 63% of the electricity in the United States came from fossil fuels. Fossil fuels are the biggest emitters of carbon dioxide, a greenhouse gas that traps heat in the atmosphere. What we now call global warming is the result of the accumulation of these greenhouse gases in the atmosphere. And we know that the effects of global warming are extreme weather, rising sea levels, extinction of species, etc. Extreme weather events include the intensity of hurricanes, famines, etc. As we are discussing this topic, there are islands that are on the verge of being submerged by the seas. Even the Maldives are already seeing the effects of the rising of the seas. The sooner we wean ourselves from fossil fuels, the better it will be for the world. One way we can do this is to move from fossil fuel to solar. Unfortunately, the electricity companies are not in a hurry to move to cleaner fuels. Fossil fuels are still cheaper compared to solar energy. Things are slowly changing as solar panel prices are coming down. But they still have a long way to go before they can compete with fossil fuels. And because fossil fuels are cheaper, the utility companies may have to be forced to switch to cleaner fuels. If that were to happen today, the cost of electricity will definitely go up as these companies pass on the increased cost of production. One of the weaknesses of solar is that it depends on the heat from the sun. That means at night there is little to no electricity being produced. Because of this, scientists will have to find a way to conserve the energy produced in an efficient way. At the moment, there are batteries that are used, but not enough to cover the whole night. Another alternative to solar energy is wind turbines. These can work 24/7 but are also not very reliable as they depend on the wind. If the wind is not strong enough, then that means less electricity. Governments are therefore grappling with these issues, and hopefully, we could one day have all electricity being produced entirely by renewable sources of energy. 3. Fuels used to produce electricity will be depleted. Sometimes we look at coal and think that it would not be exhausted or depleted. Unfortunately, there is nothing on Earth that is infinite, i.e., without end. The coal that we use in electricity production is slowly but surely being depleted. Before we know it, fossil fuels will be gone forever. To help in making sure that this is delayed, we need to be mindful of our use of electricity. The less electricity we consume, the less coal will be burned. Consequently, there will be fewer greenhouse gases being emitted into the atmosphere. This will definitely be a win-win situation for all parties involved. If we continue burning fossil fuels the way we are doing now, then it is a matter of few decades before they are completely depleted too. The result of this will be an increase in electricity and heating bills. This is because of the law of supply and demand. The less the supply of an item, the higher the price. When that happens, all of us will feel the effects of higher bills. It is therefore in our interest to work towards a day when all electricity will be from renewable sources. 4. Improves the image of the individual or company. Nowadays, a company that is trying to do the right thing will see an improvement in its image in the eyes of the consumer. Consumers want to see the companies they buy from also help in conserving the environment. Therefore, if you have a company that does not care about the environment, it is bound to face some tough questions from consumers. It is therefore important for the leadership of any company to show that they too care. Failure to act can severely